Hello everyone, my name is Vicky. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are here for the very first time. Today I am doing another weekly speed build. Well, it's not a speed build because I build it in the regular time and then I speed it up. So really it's more like a weekly build challenge. That makes more sense really, doesn't it? So anywho, this week I've decided to go off on my own. Most of the weekly speed builds I've done, in fact I think all of them I've done, have been based on an idea that has been put forward by our Sims 3 Facebook group that I'm part of. But this week, honestly, I was just really feeling the cottage vibe. So I just wanted to do a tiny little cottage build. This is based on the fact that I have recently done a Sims 4 to Sims 3 kind of conversion speed build challenge where I took a promo image from the Sims 4 Cottage Living pack and I recreated it in the Sims 3 because, as you probably know, in the Sims 4 we've just had this new pack released, Cottage Living, which for me is still not really enticing me to play Sims 4 if I'm honest, because most of the things that were introduced, like ponds and animals and farming and stuff, we already had in the Sims 3. So that's why I recreated the lot, and that's why I'm still feeling really cottagey. And the fact that the Sims 4 new town is called Henford-on-Bagley, which is based on British countryside. It's a fictitious place, but it's based on the British countryside. So I am enjoying that. So I'm sort of on the Sims 4 Cottage Living bandwagon without actually being on the Sims 4 Cottage Living bandwagon, because Sims 3 forever, right? So this little cottage is on a 10 by 10 lot like the other challenges, which means you can't build on the very edge of the lot, so it ends up sort of being an 8 by 8 house. And I wanted to have a little front and a back garden because most of the British little houses and cottages do have front and back gardens, so it really limited the space that I could build on. And this is all using no custom content, except I did do those vines, I think they're called enchanted vines, that I used for the outside of the house, and I also used custom windows for the top, like windows in the attic type look. Other than that, it's all just normal expansion packs and base game. Oh, and stuff packs, obviously. I've got the lot, basically, so it's the lot. Don't get too attached to this fireplace that I put in, because I actually got rid of it, because I realised that the downstairs is actually very, very small, and I did wanted to put in a kitchen, living room area, and the fireplace just got in the way. So don't get attached to that. It gets deleted. This kitchen I actually really enjoyed doing. I don't normally use these counters because I don't really like them, because I think they look really old-fashioned. But actually for a country vibe house, they're perfect. So I changed that brick wall as well. So again, don't get attached to that either. But yeah, I actually really like that cute little kitchen. I do a lot more clutter and add things to it. Oh, you can see I'm adding these beams as well. They're not beams, they're columns, but with the cheap move objects on, obviously you can move anything to your heart's desire. So I kind of wanted to make it look like there were beams in the house. Probably could have downloaded better ones as customer content, but I really was trying not to use custom content. So I hope they look okay. I think they look alright. I think they just add a bit, and they add like wood posts, wood columns in the house. I think it looks kind of cool. I also think the wood looks really nice against that blue gingham wall that I did in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, the clock. Just put the clock in. One thing that I really wish we had in The Sims 3 was a search function. I never used clocks in my build. I don't know why, but I just suddenly felt inspired to put one in this time. I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to cut the video because I was spent so long looking for that clock. I really wish we had a search feature, because I do waste far too much time when I'm building looking for things. Do you do that as well? There's no, obviously most things I roughly know where they are now, but honestly, the odd miscellaneous thing just takes so long. Spiral staircases, just jump into the build of what I'm doing. Absolutely brilliant for little tiny lots like this, because you've got the big staircases, but they take up far too many tiles. The step ladder type staircase, I don't know, I mean, I've used that in the Grim Reaper one, and it looked kind of weird having the Grim Reaper climbing up a ladder. I like the spiral staircase because I just think it looks really homey, and I think it works really well in any tiny home. If you're not sure, by the way, I'm going to keep referring to the build because I sometimes forget to do that. You see that red and white square thing that I'm using now? It's called One More Slot Please, OMSP, and you can download it. And those funny red lines and checkerboard disappear when you play the game, but it's a good way of placing things in places that the game doesn't normally allow. So that bookcase, for some reason, it doesn't have any slots on top to actually put things on, so I always use things like the one more slot. Oh, that's custom content as well, but if you download this house, you need that anyway in your life. I'm telling you, if you're not really a custom content person, you do need the one more slot please. And there's also these beam type things. What are they, beams? Basically they're the height of a kitchen counter, so I use them all the time as well to put things on kitchen counters where you can't normally, so you will get them in the download as well. But like I said, it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. You'll thank me for it, for having them in your game. I will link below the two thingies that I've just spoken about as well, so you can go and download the One More Slot Please and the height kitchen counter things too. You can see I've now moved on to the upstairs. I did have a little bit of trouble with the upstairs because I had it all set out and I thought, oh, the bathroom goes there, got a little hallway type area, little cute little bit around the stairs, and then I realised that the bed doesn't fit in, as you probably just saw. I tried to put a double bed in and thought, oh, it doesn't really fit. I really like putting double beds in these builds because I like the idea that you could have a couple in them should you want to, or a single sim that just likes a big bed. I myself have a king size bed all to myself. I could not sleep in a single bed. Why would I want to do that to my sims? They need a double bed experience at least. Anyway, I am kind of rambling, but I do want to let you know why I called this house Cordelia Cottage. It's unfortunately another link to The Sims 4, and I don't like The Sims 4. I don't know why I keep doing that. But anyway, I had a little look at Henford-on-Bagley, and one of the areas in there, Finchwick, I think it was, had Cordelia Falls, a waterfall in there. I thought that's a really nice name. So I thought, oh, Cordelia Cottage. It's sort of, I like the alliteration with that. So that's what I called my cottage. And then when I actually Googled Cordelia, I realised it's actually a sim in Sims 4 as well, and she's Princess Cordelia. So I like the idea that Princess Cordelia would once have lived in this humble little English cottage in, well, whatever world you want to put it in, but fictitious Henford-on-Bagley. Maybe she came to live in the cute little English town before she became a princess. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's like an Aladdin type thing. Well, Aladdin was the prince and he came from humble beginnings and then moved up to the castle. That's kind of where I was going with that. By the way, Aladdin, best film ever. Try and disagree with me on that. You can't. Aladdin is the best film ever. I'm like a child. I know all the words. Yeah, brilliant. Also know all the words to Friends, the TV show. I guarantee I can beat you at any Friends trivia quiz. Sorry, I'm just getting it out there. Oh, by the way, I actually built some friends' apartments on The Sims 3, but it was a long time ago, so I probably need to redo them. Anyway, just random trivia about myself. Now, I'm basically done with the speed build, and I think I'm coming up to the screenshots now. I hope you like it. Oh no, I'm not coming up to the screenshots because I spend ages doing all these flowers and garden bits outside, because I figured on an English country little cottage, you need an outside garden space to just pop out and have a cup of tea, because you need to have your English breakfast tea in the morning, and maybe you want to pop outside, sit on the bench, look at the birds, watch the world go by, and drink your lovely English tea. So yes, if you haven't already got a cup of tea whilst watching this would be your cue. I mean, don't leave the video to go and get a cup of tea, but feel free to finish the video, like it, leave a comment, have a chat, say hello, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, go and get a cup of tea, and then maybe sit down and binge watch my channel. I mean, that could work, couldn't it? I've had a day off today, by the way, and I have actually set up a folder, like a physical folder, not a computer folder, of ideas for my channel, because I had so many written on my phone I couldn't even find them anymore. So now I have a folder with sections color coded to correspond with my videos, and also to correspond with my spreadsheet of uploads and schedule. Honestly, it's what dreams are made of. Anywho, now we appear to be onto the screenshots. That time went really quick. As you can see, downstairs, the living area with the spiral staircase going up and the kitchen with a little place to eat as well. And then upstairs we have the bathroom, the double bedroom, and we have a little front garden and a little back garden. And then right at the very, very end, I will show you the aerial shots of the build because I like seeing that on other builds, and then you can see where I've placed everything. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like this cottage. You can download it at the link below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and if you could subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to hit the bell icon, you'll receive updates of when I upload a new video. And obviously, please share with your friends if you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.